Hello everyone, welcome back to Walk With Me Gaming. Man, this year has flown by. 2 more months and suddenly we're finished with Sokpop Season 5. As is always the case, I'll be ranking these based on which ones were my personal favorites, not necessarily the best quality of the game. That being said, pretty much all these were functional and enjoyable experiences, so take my ratings with a grain of salt. You should definitely give these ones a try for yourself. Alright, let's start this off. The number 8 spot goes to Rook. While I love the concept and style of this game, the playability was a bit rough for me. Multiple times I would die or get knocked out from flying too fast into trees or walls. That, and landing on the platform to build my nest was a bit of a struggle. In general, the game was pretty high stress and tough to succeed at, trying to balance building my nest while gathering enough food to eat and avoiding the numerous things that could kill you like snakes or people shooting at you. Maybe with some tightened controls I could have enjoyed this more. 7th place is going to Wamu Wamu 2. This is a sequel to a game jam style concept and maintains the simple idea of a small creature rescuing fruit from gross infestations so the fruit can safely be eaten by giants. Gameplay is straightforward, with 3 tools to rotate between and 3 fruits featuring the same infestations. It's short and sweet and pretty simple, but I had to put it lower on the list due to several playthroughs glitching out and not being able to complete the game. At 6, we have Band Apes. A rhythm-based game is a cool concept, and filling it with apes gives it a weird mental connection to the Donkey Konga series. The gameplay is simple enough, but you definitely need to practice to get good enough to battle at higher levels. Learning to balance the attacks and defensive moves among your team is challenging, but feels good. Plus, I do enjoy earning hats to put on my ape forces. Numbers 4 and 5 are tied in my head, so we'll say 5 is Pilfer. This is a stealth game about robbing people blind. The game doesn't quite play how I expected, as you can rob people while they stand right in the same room as you, and you really only seem to get in trouble when you're picking locks outside of houses. That, and the fact that stealing during the day is way better than at night, because you can literally see nothing. I actually got stuck in a house because I couldn't find the exit in the pitch black. The 3D graphics and shading were also kinda hurting my head, but I still thought the game was cool and I enjoyed it a lot more than I thought I would. Number 4 also had some visibility issues, but for much different reasons. Pear Quest is a big adventure squeezed into a tiny screen, with everything happening on this island you view from above. The game consists of a lot of fetch quests and searching for items to unlock the next parts of the level. The music and sound effects are charming, and the simple visual design feels like a nod to Flash games or even old magazine search games. Super cute, and looking forward to finishing it eventually. The bronze medal goes to Sok-Stories. While this might seem like a weird pick for some, I found the idea of this game charming and interesting. I felt like this would have been a great fit in games like Kid Pix or other 90s learning games. For someone who can barely draw, I had a blast designing pictures and picking ways that parts could interact with each other and seeing what other people created as well. This is the kind of game I hope to show kids one day to bring out their creativity. If Sokpop ever tries to release their games on consoles, this would be a perfect fit for the Switch. The silver medal goes to The Hour of the Rat, arguably the best game on the list. Lots of games in this bundle hit a weird nostalgia buttons in my head, but this one felt the most like a classic game, specifically something you'd find in an arcade cabinet or on the Super Nintendo. Getting to use each ninja on the team felt like a different experience and had me thinking creatively on how to conquer the great variety of enemies on an expansive and intimidating map. My only gripe about this game was the wobbly camera, but otherwise I consider it a perfect game by Sokpop, and I would love to see them tackle more classic 2D style games like this in the future. So if The Hour of the Rat was perfect, the number 1 game must be incredible. Well, no, not really. This is where the personal experience comes into play. Number 1 for me is Passenger Seat. Not because it's perfect or even very good, but because the feeling I got playing it. These days we all have GPS on our phones and it's a rarity to actually feel lost. This game gave me the classic feeling I had driving around with friends with no plans, just listening to music and staying out late because you were bored and because you could do whatever you wanted, at least until you got caught. I loved having to navigate using the map and landmarks and seeing the variety of locations modestly interacting with the simple, relaxed music. Just as a bonus, this was the first game I ever found by Sokpop, way before I realized who they were and what they were doing. At the time, I was just looking for a simple nothing game like a walking simulator, and I got that and more with Passenger Seat. I I know it won't be for everyone, but I still have to recommend it because it gave me a feeling I haven't felt in a long time. Well, Season 5 is a wrap. Next week we start Season 6 and see what new and exciting games we get to experience. As always, you can buy these individually for $3, or you can buy the bundles and save yourself a little bit. And of course, you can still support Sokpop Team on Patreon and get a new game every 2 weeks for as little as $3 a month. I hope you enjoyed my ranking. Thanks for watching my videos, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.